It's cafe night on Creative Chat Cafe. Sorry, we always learn something new. Today, Google threw us another curve. We had to set up a little longer. There's always something new with Google, so we had to learn. Every day something is new. So today is all about setting up our lower third. So hey, you learn something new every day. That's why we have Creative Chat Cafe, right? Because we know there may be some of you out there that have this fear of technology and just don't want to use digital strategies. I'm hearing somebody talking. See, I'm hearing myself on the computer. That's why it stopped me. But anyways, tonight we're excited because I have another co-host with me. It's Pauline Kim, a girlfriend of mine whom I met in New York in one of her awesome classes. She teaches mind mapping, and she's also an executive coach. So, Pauline, welcome to Creative Chat Cafe. We have our mugs.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited and very happy to be here.
I am too. I can't wait to, hear what you have to share with us because it's a tool that I've been using since I met you. So, folks, I don't know if you know what actually a mind mapping tool is, but you know what? When I started using it, I remember Pauline telling me, hey, I also use the mind mapping system or the tools to even plan for my trip. And I'm like, what do you mean? I'm like, I cannot imagine because I've never used it. But since I've met her, everything I do, I try to map it on, on the tools. So tonight, I just want to kind of tap into, what she has to share with us because she's the mind mapping guru. All right. So basically, our topic for tonight is really organize your ideas using mind mapping tools. And tonight, we're kind of going to compare two really, really, easy to use mind mapping tools called Mindmeister and Spiderscribe. I find that they're the two simplest ones that I've tried out. So maybe, we can actually just show you a few comparisons tonight. And at the meantime, Pauline can really, really share, her tips on how we all can use mind mapping to brainstorm our ideas and pretty much do everything with it. So Pauline, tell us, what is really mind mapping and how can we harness the power of mind mapping?
Mind mapping is a form of visual thinking, basically. We work with images just as human beings. That's how we put things together. Right. And we have been taught in school for many years to be very rational, linear, strategic thinkers. And that's really limiting our capacity to think and brainstorm and solve puzzles. Right. So the beauty of mind mapping, there's so many things that I think it's really great for. It helps me and it helps my clients think through just about anything. And I used to always open with, it's good for overcoming overwhelm. And it is, because sometimes you've got a project that's, I get so excited about this. It's one of my favorite subjects.
I know, because I know you do, because you're awesome at it. That's why we wanted you on the show.
The stuff works. Yes. Sometimes, we've got this great idea, and we don't know where to start. So I procrastinate when that happens.
That's me.
And one of the things that mind mapping does is that it's meant to be simple and spontaneous. And it really, because we're drawing, in effect, we're drawing out our ideas and we're using images and we're using colors. We're not just relying on our linear, logical left brain. We're incorporating a right brain, which is big picture thinking.
Because I know I'm very visual. Sometimes the ideas, being a creative person, which I think you are too, being a creative person, you have this like cobweb of ideas, and sometimes you just don't know where to dump them. And sometimes paper become, oh my God, too expensive for me because I'll be taking tons of paper out and trying to put them out. By having these tools, online, I can literally do them online and then even on the go, and then just have it, save it in the cloud. And it's really powerful. Really.
It's an excellent way to do it. I still do some of mine on paper, but there are definitely advantages to Mindmeister and Spiderscribe and the
Yes.
online apps that you're going to show us. And as we
Yes.
go through it, I'll talk about what I think some of the advantages are. Besides the fact that you can share them, they're collaborative tools.
Yes, because one of the things that I found out, because many people work differently. True, people still love the paper. People still love, they could draw. Some creative beings will just draw around the mind maps. I've seen some of those mind maps that you showed us when
Gorgeous.
we were gorgeous. I mean, is this a work of art? And it could literally be framed, and it's really cool. And it's true. And but for people who are pretty much savvy, or probably are not that creative when it comes to artsy savvy looking drawings, sometimes tools like this can really help us dump quick our ideas and as we go, because I know for me, when I'm brainstorming a project, for instance, I'm like, okay, because you can be driving sometimes and you're like, oh my god, where am I going to put these ideas? But what would be great is what I've been seeing a lot is people are using tablets, smartphones. And one of the tools tonight that we're going to share actually allows us to do that on the go. So I'm really excited for even you to even share with us a little bit more about this. So what else that we probably need to know about, mind mapping? Because I know in a few short minutes, I'm going to go take a look into these two tools that we can actually share with our audience tonight. Very affordable. They're online. They have, a very basic subscription, which is free, really. So, I'm going to get them laid out, but you can probably just continue a little bit more, few points, probably, what people can do with mind mapping.
Well, a real key point is that it gets your ideas out of your head, because most of us are probably thinking, kind of ruminating a lot about how we're going to get things done, or we'll have great ideas or a lot of great ideas. We cannot physically keep them all in our head. The human brain is not constructed that way, that we have really some surprising limits as to what we can hold in our conscious memory at one time. And it's like 4 things. It's really
4 things at a time. That's true.
There's a lot of research on this, and it's 4 to 7 things. So a mind map gets them out into an application, gets them out on a screen or on paper, I'll say, but I'm talking about any form that you use.
Yeah.
And also, you're using keywords. So one of the things that it really helps do is get information out quickly and spontaneously using associations from one word to another.
Right.
We're not writing complete sentences. We are using just important words or brief phrases that are going to remind us of what it is that we want to work on.
Absolutely. And I'm actually going to start screen sharing my screen so that we can actually share the 2 tools that we're going to talk about tonight. And actually, I'm going to just focus on really 4 things that actually has helped me, I know, in choosing my, the mind mapping tools, what they are, basically that, helps me make that decision. They're basically the ease of signing up with the tool, right? And then the pricing, we are all very conscious of pricing, and definitely the features that these tools, provide and offer, and also the extras that come with it. So if you're looking at my screen right now, and I know, do you use Mindmeister often, or have you used it, Pauline?
Oh yeah, this is my go-to. Mindmeister is my go-to.
Really? And so it is one of your favorite too?
Yeah, I thought you probably got this from when we talked about it. It's the one that I use 99% of the time.
Really? Oh my God! Yeah, we really live this. I'm just gonna kind of key in our thing so that what it basically a little bit of the in here, because if I don't and show you, wouldn't probably get an idea of what it looks like. So this is Mindmeister. It's got many features to it. Basically, Mindmeister, you can actually sign up. It's easy to sign up because you can sign up with, let me see where my sign up screen is. All right, I'm going to show you all the sign up screen. hang on. This is one of the tools that you can sign up using your Google account, right? And Facebook and a few other stuff. Hang on a minute. Okay, let me see if I can get this out. All right, so when you sign up, it'll ask you for all the things, and it allows you to sign up using Google Plus, because I've already logged into my account. It shows you the sign up page, but this is the one tool that you can sign up using. You know how you can sign up using your Facebook account, so you can manage how many passwords you have, because we all forget how many passwords we have, right? So you can actually use your Facebook account, you can use a Google app account, you can actually use a Google email account, so it makes it a lot easier to sign up. There's another tool that we're going to show tonight, so we're doing the comparison for easy sign up. And the other one is called Spiderscribe. So if you all see on my screen right here, the sign up for Spiderscribe is pretty simple too, but it only allows you to sign up via email. Am I right, Pauline?
Yeah, as far as I know, because I'm such a Mindmeister fanatic, I generally do sign up.
Too.
And I also, when I sign up, I tend to do it with an email account.
Yes. So many people right now, you know, if you guys out there just want to sign up easily with a Facebook account, Google Plus account, because if you're like anything like me, I have so many accounts, I might forget. So one of the you know, social network account works for me. So for those of you who love to sign up with one of those accounts, you can use Mindmeister. All right. It's got really, really great features. All right. So with Mindmeister, from what I know and what I've compared them with, all right, so it gives you 3 maps, all right, free maps that you can actually share and collaborate with people. And then I'm just going to show back my screen because you guys might be wondering, like, what is she talking about? So basically, Mindmeister, you can have 3 maps, 3 free maps that you can share and at a time, that you can collaborate and share ideas with people, right? And the best thing, because you use it a lot, what's the other features do you like as far as sharing?
Well, the fact that you can add somebody to your collaboration list, and they'll be able to go in and they'll get a notification, and they'll be able to go in and edit the map, and you know, help you with the brainstorming process. They can add documents. You can add documents to these things. I don't do that often with Mindmeister, but I believe that it does. I'm like 99% sure that it does. And many of the applications will allow you to attach documents. You can check off the amount of, sometimes little checklists, so items that are done, like a task list.
I should probably share that so everybody can follow you when you say that. So Pauline mentioned sharing. This is a sharing, right, Pauline? So basically, if you have a map right here, so this came with a default. So what you can do is you have the option to actually share, and when you share, there's a screen that says, you know, you want to share it, you want to share it with somebody else, and you can invite them through an email. But the upgrade allows you to have a link, correct?
Say that again.
If every individual who chooses the upgrade, they are able to obtain a link that they can share literally everywhere.
I think so.
Yep. So basically, the Mindmeister tool is a little bit more versatile, because you can literally share with anybody. Of course, you have the capability to share the map public, so you can publish it live, you know, as a live map. But if you don't want to, you have control over it, whether you private or make it public. And you're absolutely right about sharing, because there's a lot of ways. I think you can also export this map into something else, correct? Because here's the export one. Yeah.
And I usually do it as a PDF myself. That's what I do, because I print it out then, and sometimes I'll write on it or draw on it. But you definitely can export. And in the free version.
Right, and it's a free version that even have, see right here, the options are portable, you know, the PDF, and all the other stuff right here. You have the Microsoft Word, Microsoft PowerPoint, the PDF, and you can also turn it into an image, which is JPEG. So you can literally take these maps and export them to wherever and really attach them to your emails if you want to. So that's a cool thing. So these basic features are really in the free option, correct?
That's right.
And it's really powerful because, you know,
it's
people,
free.
Yeah, it's free, and people just want to use it and just share with people. So I actually opened up the map. Let me just share my other screen. And this is what the mind map looks. I'm sorry. Okay, let's go into pricing because we're talking about them being free, right? So I'm gonna share another screen right here. Give me a second, folks. Sorry. There's so many tabs open, so I have to pick the right one. Okay, so here's where we can show you. Are you seeing my screen with the pricing? Oh, no.
No.
Okay, hang on.
We're seeing
it went tunneling again. It went tunneling again. We love it when they go tunneling. How's that? There you go, right? So this is the Mindmeister upgrade option. So you can, for the free ones, the free account, you actually get 3 free maps, correct?
That's
Pauline,
right. That's
at
right.
any time.
Yeah, at the same time, you can have 3 at one point. So if you're not doing a lot of these, or you don't need to keep them, sometimes I'll just overwrite an old one, and
yes,
you know,
yes, and then if you want to overwrite, make sure you print them. That's a great tip, you know, so you can keep them up. So you have the option to, upgrade to personal. It all depends on your needs, basically, but this Mindmeister has a basic one, which gives you 3 maps, really, and you can do all that sharing and export. It is pretty cool. And then these are your pricing options. Now, we're talking about Spiderscribe. Here's an example of what the Spiderscribe looks like. Okay, here's the pricing first, sorry. So here's the pricing for Spiderscribe. It's pretty basic, right? It's free. You also get 3 private maps, all right? But unlimited public maps. Single user full sharing, that's pretty basic. And then the next option up is actually Pro, and then you get unlimited public maps, unlimited private maps, single user, and all the good stuff. So basically, it comes down to which one do you want to pay. Free is good. Free works for us, so try it out first before you decide to upgrade. Now, the other thing that we like about this is actually how it looks inside the map. So here's actually what a Spiderscribe mind map looks like. You literally can add this, basically pull them wherever you want. Let me see. Oh, I think I'm not signed in. So basically, you can add images. You can add dates, you can add maps, and then you can actually literally plan your trip. Here's looking for my mind map.
And if I can just add, even in Spiderscribe,
sure.
there's a little narrow bar at the top of the image or the little box, and you put your mouse on that, your cursor on that, and it allows you to draw. Yeah, there's like 2 little dotted lines at the top of each little box.
Oh, this one, yes.
And that's,
is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, when you click on that, generally that's what allows you to drag things around.
Yes, because I'm not signed in, it's not allowing me to do that. So go ahead while I fix this, so you can actually give us some more tips.
Well, that's one of the advantages. What Zeph was just trying to do there of drag the boxes around, that's a big advantage of using an online application like this, because I still do mind maps on paper, but then you either erase things or start over. And with Mindmeister or Spiderscribe or one of the many other applications, and there are many. You can just put your cursor in one of the little boxes and drag it around. Or you see on Zeph's map here on the right, she's got little subtopics. You can pull one of them to another main topic, or one of your collaborators can, if they think that a topic belongs, in another chunk of information.
Absolutely. And I understand why you love Mindmeister, because Mindmeister to me looks a little bit cleaner than Spiderscribe. For example, this is the Mindmeister map. This is how it looks like. So for instance, you can move these. You see how they move? Literally take the boxes and move them wherever you want them to go. And the extensions just stay clean. Whereas in Spiderscribe, you see how there's squiggly lines, you know? And it all depends on your choice. And for instance, if you want to add an idea to this ideas for my novel, you can just click on it and add an, you know, whatever content. Zavs.
You can also just hit tab. Once you're in any one of those boxes, if you hit tab, you'll get a subcategory.
There you go. And I think one more big feature of the Mindmeister, correct me if I'm wrong, is we actually have the capability to choose templates, and that's what I love about Mindmeister.
There's a lot of them. You know, another thing that I like, and this is a difference between Mindmeister and Spiderscribe, images are big. If you can use Mindmeister to help jog memory. It's a very, because images help us remember things. And to add images in Mindmeister, you go into the box, click the Add Image button, and it takes you right to Google Images. And your keyword is already populated. So I mean, you can choose from 64 different images or change the keyword and choose from 64 other images.
Sorry. Yes. And so basically, like you were saying, Pauline, here's the example of the templates, right? So she's talking about images. Mindmeister provides quite a few templates, really, and there's categories for them: business, education, entertainment, blah, blah, blah. And just here's an example of what the brainstorming one looks like. And talking about images, they do have, you know, they do let you put in great images in there, and they have, you know, basic images that you can use from their choice. And if you have an upgraded account, you can in fact put in your own images. So that's pretty cool. So this, I think, for some of you, this is a great feature for some of our audience who have never used mind mapping tools before and don't know where to start. You know, this is a great way to start using mind mapping, because the templates are there. You don't know what to put, just fill it in. You know, here's a meeting one. So I'm going to click on it for most of you who need to create meeting agendas, you know, a meeting brainstorming session. Here's one. Could help you, you know, participants, action items, agenda. It's really cool.
The templates are great.
Yes, especially like I said, when I started using this, when I finished the class with you, I was like, okay, let me just play around with this. Where else in Spiderscribe you don't have that.
I learn a lot from the templates, like the business plan. I think I opened a business plan template one time and thought, holy cow, if I filled this in, I'd have a business plan.
I didn't know that there was such categories, you know, that people really do, you know, and it's really cool. And just to kind of, you know, because we're kind of 5 minutes away, I just want to kind of browse through a little bit some of the other features. Now you've looked at Mindmeister and Spiderscribe. I know when we're showing our screen, we can get a little bit distorted, but some of the other features that I really like about Mindmeister is you can access it on the go. If you're on your tablet, if you're on your smartphone, you can literally download the app. They have apps for iOS, which is your iPhones, and also your iPads, and also Android. So that makes it really cool. You have an idea and put it on the go. Spiderscribe doesn't have that. So, you know, it has, Mindmeister has mobile capability. As far as exporting, you know, those maps, with Mindmeister, it can do a little bit more like you saw earlier, PDF, Microsoft Word, Microsoft PowerPoint, whereas in Spiderscribe, you only can do prints and also JPEG. So it really is, you know, your choice, really, what you like to use. One last features, and I think this is the great push for Mindmeister, for Miss Pauline, who loves Mindmeister, is if you use Mindmeister, they actually offer you affiliate links. So basically, if you, for instance, have 5 other friends who want to actually, you know, try out Mindmeister, if they try a free account, you will get 10 free additional maps for the free accounts. But if you actually have friends who actually subscribe to the paid account, you get 20% for them. Isn't that cool? That
It's
in
great.
itself should be the
Yeah.
decision maker itself. So that's some of the great stuff that you have to kind of evaluate what you want for your business. Am I right, Pauline? So maybe you can tell us a little bit about what do you think, when a business owner who wants to start using mind mapping to kind of just help them brainstorm ideas or simple stuff, whether it's life or for business, what should they actually consider before making an investment, maybe an upgrade investment in their mind mapping tools?
That's the reason I'm hesitating. It depends on how much they know about mapping, but
Mm-hmm.
I would start with something simple, like either Spiderscribe or Mindmeister, just to get an idea of what it is if you're not familiar with mind mapping.
True.
And I know that this was a lot of information, but the learning curve on these applications is like 10 minutes. I wouldn't be using them if I couldn't figure it out without reading the instructions intuitively in 5 minutes.
Absolutely. I agree with that. That's why we needed you on the show to tell us that, because it's true. With me, because if I told somebody that, they'll go like, oh, it's just you, Zaf. You're always digging into something new. I'm like, no, no, no. This thing literally takes you through everything, and you would learn it literally in 5 to 10 minutes, because it's really step by step. I think the biggest thing about why we do Creative Chat Cafe is just to tell you honest to goodness, we've tried these tools. That's why we try to bring on some of the gurus and experts like Pauline, just to kind of tell you, there are some technologies out there that are simple, but you cannot let that fear of technology or your confusion of using digital strategies and solutions hold you back from using stuff like this that can help you on a day-to-day basis. Am I right, Pauline?
They are so easy, and especially if you are a business owner, if you want I mean, look at some of those templates. If you want to develop a business plan, or if you want to have an agenda for a meeting, they're already in place to help you think about some of the elements that you might want to include. If you're collaborating with colleagues, I mean, it's a perfect way, because you see the big picture on one page, so to speak, on one screen.
Right.
You can map out, because you're using keywords, short phrases. You can map out everything on one screen, and everyone can get on the same page.
Especially like you said, if you're working with other people, other team members. Like for us, when we started to use Mindmeister and actually have our team, because I work with a team of virtual interns, and sometimes sitting down in a room is just not possible. So Mindmeister gives us the opportunity to brainstorm virtually, so I don't have to bring the paper to Pauline in New York and go like, hey Pauline, we need to brainstorm. But we have that access, that cloud-based access, that we can literally do it anytime, anywhere, and it really is that versatile. It is that simple. All you have to do is just give it a try. And what we're going to do is actually to let you know, we're going to have Pauline join our Creative Chat Cafe community on Google+, and also we'll be taking a little bit more post-show discussions and conversations right there, and we want to kind of really address, because we know in 30 minutes we cannot possibly answer all your mind mapping questions, right, Pauline?
No.
So that's just like the taste of something really good. But join us in our Creative Chat Cafe community, which is in Google+, or you can also find us on Facebook at our Entrepreneurs at SOAR page. In fact, you can just watch here on Creative Chat Cafe on air.com on our vlog page. Here at the bottom there's a comment boxes, and then you can just type in, because Pauline and I will be jumping in, and addressing some of those questions. So everybody, we're really, really thankful that Pauline's, been able to participate tonight, because I've been like, we have to get somebody on the show talking about mind mapping, and you're the only one that came to mind. So, because I love the way you presented it, because you kept it really simple and non-intimidating. So I thought I could do the same here. We'll see. But anyways, folks, just before we go, just a quick reminder, next month we're really, really going to be, targeting, because it's towards the end of the year. Everybody probably are, thinking about the holidays. And for some of you folks out there that actually use, internet marketing or, social media marketing or new media marketing, to actually try to promote your products, business, and try to get more business during the holidays. The entire month of October, we're going to be talking about branding and developing ways to actually reach out to your clients and attract the right clients for your business. So stay tuned, and next week, October 2nd, we will start with sharing a little bit about digital publications. If you've never seen an e-magazine before and just want to get an idea of how you can use an e-magazine to promote your business during the holidays, well, stay tuned next week. CreativeChatCafeOnAir.com, 8 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Until then, good night, everybody. It's Creative Chat Cafe. Raise your marks. We're going to hit the bit right now. Bye.
Bye.